Hello babies, it's Rani J again and welcome back to my beloved channel. For today's video, I could say that I haven't been uploading for this past weeks, months. Yeah, we're so busy at school. And for today's video, I'm just hitting two birds at one stone. I'll just be uploading this on my YouTube channel for you guys to see it and pass this one to our group for basic calculus. Okay, for this video, we're given this task. We're given this a lot of problems for regarding to optimization. We will encounter this when we will be in senior high school. And I was tasked as to do number 3. I'll be explaining this with you guys, and I think this would really help a lot, especially for those students, for those incoming grade 11 students, and for those who are confused in this one. And so, what are we waiting for? I've been talking a lot already. Let's start. An up-and-top rectangular tank with a square base is to have a volume of 100 cubic meters. The materials for its bottom are to cost 15 pesos per square meter, and for the sides is 6 pesos per square meter. Find the most economical dimensions for the tank. I'm just checking out if it's really filming. Okay. For this problem, we need to find the dimensions of the given or the tank. But first, before we proceed, let's first visualize everything. It says here that rectangular tank with a square basis. Let's first draw squares. Okay. Just think that this is a perfect square. It will look like that. And the volume is 100 cubic meters. Volume is equal to 100 cubic meters. 15 pesos per square meter for its bottom. This is 15 pesos. And for the sides, it costs 6 pesos per square meters. Now we already have the visual model, and the next one, we need to know the formula on getting the volume, wherein volume is equal to length times width times height. You're already given with the volume, which is 100 meter cube. 100 is equal to length times width times height. And since it says here that this tank has a square basis, wherein a square has 4 equal sides, so therefore we can conclude that the length and the width are of equal sides. You can just have x as a representation of both. Will be x times h. This is gonna be the length and the width, or simply we can just write it by x squared times h, since our length and width already have an equal value. X squared times h is equal to 100. To get the partial model, or the the formula, or the partial value of our height, just a representation of the value of our height, we can have it this way. And height, and 100 is equal to x squared minus h, right? We're going to divide this by x squared, divide this by x squared. Okay. Why are we doing this? It is to enable the other side to cancel out x squared and just remain the height right there. And you can have height is equal to 100 all over x squared. I already have this one to represent our height. And let's proceed to the next step, finding the cost. Okay, let's first write it here. 15 pesos is for the bottom, right? For the bottom part. And 6 pesos is for the sides. The sides. Bottom. We just have this one right here. So let's just write 1. 1. Because it is an open top rectangular tongue. If it isn't an open thumb, we can also have the measurement of this one, and the basis will be 2. But since it has an open top, let's just don't make everything complicated. Let's just put it 1. And for the sides, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 sides. This ladder, the sides of the tank. Just imagine. Gonna be this one, a rectangular one. And now, the bottom. Since our bottom is a square, how to get the area of a square? We have the s squared, or side times side. And since our length and width were represented by x, you can just write x squared right here. Or you can simply say that it is a side squared. And next one is for the sides, which is 6 passes. Side is about the length and the height, and the width and the height. And since again our width and the length are equal, just represented by x, and just write x here. This can be the length or the width and times the height. So these are really useful information before we proceed. And now we can just write cos is equal to, let's have 6 first. 6 pesos, which is the cost, times 4 sides. Sides is equal to x times h, plus 15 pesos, which is the cost of the bottom, and x squared to get the area. And what's next? Distribute. Gonna be 24x h plus 15x squared. Next one, since we already have the value of height here, without the value of x, this is 100 all over x squared. So just substitute this one. Gonna be 24x, then the h, which is equal to 100 all over x squared plus 15x squared. And multiply this one. How to multiply? This is a whole number, therefore we can say that it has 1 as the denominator. And now we proceed to numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator, which will deliver us the answer of 2400x all over x squared plus 15x squared. Next one, since we have the same variable x and x squared, we can simplify this one as cancel, it will be just x, and it will become 2400 all over x plus 15x squared. So I'm gonna use this one to get the value of our cos. But before doing that, we still need to know the derivation of this one and to get the critical points in order for us to know the value of x. It will be only another step. So then, am I gonna move this one? Okay. C derivative is equal to In optimization, and for this word problem, it is not applicable to use the quotient of the product rule. That's what Miss Liana has told us. So we're gonna have to transfer the denominator into the numerator, which will transform this one into 2400 x to the power of negative 1 plus 15x squared. This is squared. Yeah. And by doing this, it will be a bit easier for us to have the derivative of these values. And it will become negative 1 times 2400, negative 2400x, negative 1 minus 1 will be x power of negative 2 plus 2 times 15, 30x. Maybe you're confused on how I did that. And for those who don't yet know on how to have that derivation, you can just bear in mind that gonna be example. This C stands as the number, so you can have C x to the power of n, right? Wherein the C stands for the 2400 x, then n is the exponent. To get the derivative, we can just simply do C times the exponent, then x to the power of n minus 1. You can just use this one and then proceed. We already have our derivation. The next thing to do is know the critical point or the critical value. But first, let's just return this one to the denominator. It will be 2400 all over x squared plus 30x. Then multiply both sides by x squared. It will become 2400 all over 30 and 30x cubed all over 30. Cancel out. Then 2400 divided by 30 is 80. Yeah, 80 plus x cubed. Maybe you're confused on how did I deliver this one. This is 2400 times x squared will be 2400 x squared, cancel, and this one 30x cubed. Maybe I still need to show you this. Okay. For you to won't be confused, be 2400 all over x squared plus 30x. Multiply both sides by x squared, 1 times x1. Just think that this is all over 1. To multiply this a fraction. Numerator is numerator, denominator is denominator. It will become 2400 x squared all over x squared plus 30x times x squared will be 30x cubed. Cancel. It will become 2400 plus 30x cubed divided by 30 divided by 30. That will just have x cubed here as the remaining variable. And this is it. 80 plus x cubed. To get a critical point, you need to... Oh, wait. This is negative. Yeah. It's negative. I'm so sorry. Negative 240 by 30. Yeah, you must really pay attention in the signs, because once you get wrong with it at the very first and you just continue doing the process with the wrong derivation, it's useless. The negative 80 plus x cubed. Just box this one. We're gonna transfer this one right here and enable it to become 80 is equal to x cubed. Since we're gonna transfer this one, its sign will be the opposite one, which is the positive. 80 is equal to x cubed, and to get the value of x, gonna have the cube root of these two. Cube root equal to x equal to the cube root of 80, which is 4.31. And let's check it. The cube root of 80. 4.308886. 4.31. We already have the value of our x. But this is not yet the lesson. I'm gonna first adjust this one. Next step, the value of x. Now we're gonna apply this one to get the height. Wherein height is equal to 100 all over x squared. Height is equal to 100 all over 4.31 squared. And height is equal to how much? What would be 100 all over 18.5761 is 4.31 squared. Height is equal to 5.38. This is our height, and x will stand as our length and the width. And going back to the formula of our volume, since the dimensions is what we're gonna have to find right here. B volume is equal to length times width times height. Now, volume is equal to the length, which is 4.31, times the width, which is also 4.31, since the length and the width is about the square base, and times the height, which is 5.38. To check, it says here that a volume of 100 cubic meters. This one, volume is 100 cubic meters, equal to 4.31. Let's have it in calculator. 4.31 times 4.31 times 5.38. We have 99.9, round up is 100. Yeah, and this is going to be the dimensions of the tank. Simple as that. Again, first is really important to know the formulas of the shapes or the figures, and then you will organize your formula to get a cos if you're given this problem. Well, there are a lot of problems about optimization. For this one, this is the easiest way to have it.
Yeah.